The only other kids I could really relate to were the black kids, the Spanish kids, the Filipino kids. I'm not a minority, right? But at the time, we all related to each other to a certain thing, and I was drawn to hip hop along with the other black kids and the Spanish kids in my school.
Okay, so they probably want to burn me at the stake for this. DJ Vlad, is he a culture vulture? So since we're on this cultural witch hunt nowadays, who's from the culture, who's not, this and that, I thought I would revisit one of the older videos I've done called Is DJ Vlad a Culture Vulture? This is like maybe one of the first videos I ever created on this channel. This is a topic that was going around at the time. This video was made like in what, 2016. So this is a question that people were asking in the hip hop community. Is DJ Vlad a culture vulture? And I made a video with different people talking about DJ Vlad doing things that they felt were, let's say, less than savory. Guys like Umar Johnson, guys like Casey Veggies, guys like Dame Dash. So I actually never called DJ Vlad a culture vulture in this video. I'm just asking the people, like based on what these other people say, guys like Umar, guys like Casey Veggies, Dame Dash, what do you guys think, right? So DJ Vlad actually has me blocked for this video. I'm pretty sure it's because of this video, but I actually have no issues with DJ Vlad. And so the question is DJ Vlad a culture vulture? I like to define these things. When we have these conversations around culture, everyone seems to have a different definition of culture, what it means. Some people have said culture means suffering. Some people have said culture, that just means black people, black culture. Some people have said a lot of different things, right? I'm gonna go with my definition of culture in this video. You can put your own definition in the comments. Hey y'all, I am a one-man show. I record, edit the video myself, create the thumbnail, everything. So hitting like and subscribe does help a bunch. Thanks so much. Back to the video. My definition of culture is based on a college anthropology class that I took. The book that we learned from was called Cultural Anthropology. It was like one of these books, something like this or something like that. So this is the definition of culture that I'm going off of. Culture is defined as the learned behaviors, some would say behaviors, beliefs, and practices that shape a group of people. It's a complex system that includes material objects, symbolic meanings, and social arrangements. I think that's a fine definition of culture. So the question is DJ Vlad a culture vulture? I think this question is not even as, in 2025, this question is not even as interesting as the question that I'm about to ask you, which is DJ Vlad a part of hip hop culture? Now, to me, this is a silly question. Is DJ Vlad a part of hip hop culture? Of course. DJ Vlad has the biggest hip hop platform, maybe ever. Maybe has the biggest hip hop platform ever. If it's not the biggest, it's for sure top 5, 10. So he's certainly a part of hip hop culture. DJ Vlad has released mixtapes, one of the most popular mixtapes of all time. DJ Vlad helped host that mixtape. He was involved in the DVD era. Like, certainly DJ Vlad is a part of hip hop culture. But I know people have differing opinions. Some people would say, no, he's not a part of hip hop culture. I hope this conversation makes people really just think about what do they mean when they say culture? When they say someone's not from the culture, of the culture, a part of it, culture vulture. This is really all I'm trying to do, just get you to think about your own definition of the word, right? Because when I see the word culture used nowadays, especially post Kendrick and Drake beef, it seems like people are weaponizing the term to exclude people. Is DJ Vlad a culture vulture? So some would say DJ Vlad is not from hip hop culture. Now, I don't know much about DJ Vlad's personal life. I can't tell you how he grew up. I can't say whether he came from this or not. And for me, that really doesn't matter if you come from it or not. To me, what matters most is what are you contributing to it? Like, are you contributing? It doesn't matter to me if you're lily white, you come from Finland, Poland. If you do positive things for hip hop, like guys like Nujabes, guys like Alchemist, I could care less where they come from. They've added something good to hip hop. So the question of whether he's from the culture or he comes from this, that's really more irrelevant to me. Some people will say yes, some people will say no. From what I understand, Vlad is from the Bay Area.
Bay Area? Yeah, I grew up in the Bay Area. I was born in the Ukraine, moved to Massachusetts, Springfield, Massachusetts. Oh, wow. You know, we lived in the projects. By around 3rd grade, my family moved to the Bay Area.
He grew up break dancing.
Was Vlad TV a break dancer?
Vlad was a break dancer. Yeah, definitely a break dancer. Yeah, that's how I got into hip hop culture. I was a breaker. Would go home, watch Yo MTV Raps and practice breakdance moves in my living room. And
into hip hop, so.
It was New York hip hop. I was buying Grandmaster Flash and the Furious Five. I was buying Run DMC's first album. I was buying Egyptian Lover records and Uncle Jam's Army. Pop wasn't on the radio. So you would just go to Warehouse Records and you go to the little hip hop section. You just buy whatever's available. You couldn't listen to it. You come home and hope it was cool.
Is he a part of it? Is Vlad a part of hip hop culture? I don't see in what world we can say Vlad is not a part of hip hop culture. In terms of just the 4 pillars of hip hop, MCing, breakdancing, DJing, graffiti. To my knowledge, Vlad has done like 2 of those: DJing, b-boying, breakdancing. Even nowadays in hip hop, where the main 4 pillars of hip hop that we mainly focus on, it's only one of them. It's just the emceeing part. It's the rapping part. Like even in the 2010s, there was a lot more focus on DJs, the mixtape era, who's hosting what mixtapes. If you can get a DJ to host your mixtape, DJ Drama, Don Cannon, it meant something. Nowadays, that really doesn't, it's not really as relevant at this point in time in 2025. But just based on those 4 pillars, it would appear that Vlad is been a lot more active in hip hop than majority of people in hip hop right now. So I guess it's a couple things I want y'all to take from this. What do you mean by culture? Again, culture is something it can be hard to explain at times. I never really thought to even define culture until I got to this college anthropology class. Cultural anthropology was the name of the course. When I really got a hard definition of what culture means, as opposed to just being black. You don't really well, you're black and you grew up in a black community, or you're Jewish, you'll grow up in a Jewish community. I don't know if these definitions, what is culture? I don't know if you're thinking about this stuff on a daily basis as opposed to just living it, right? So this is what I'm going off of. I want y'all to think about your own definition. Also, I want y'all to think about, what does it mean to be a part of hip hop culture? What does it mean to be a part of it, right? Some people would say it means you're from it, which is fine. Hip hop culture means you're from it. But I would argue back, there are black people who are not in hip hop culture. Like, black culture and hip hop culture are not synonymous. Hip hop culture is one branch of black culture, just one small branch. There are black people who don't even listen to hip hop. There are black people who don't like hip hop, right? And there are people in hip hop culture who are not black. So even though hip hop is like one string off of black culture, there are people who are not in black culture a part of it. And there are black people who are not a part of hip hop culture, if you catch my drift. So I want you to think, what does it mean to be a part of hip hop culture? Because to me, if someone like Vlad, who has contributed to this, and you can say it's good or bad, I think there's good and bad parts of Vlad's platforms. I mean, I used to make a couple memes about Vlad. This is really the reason why I'm blocked. But I used to talk about this type of question Vlad would ask in his interviews, and just the cadence and the timing of it was this seems kind of federal at times. There are also very important people in not only hip hop culture, but black culture who have told their life stories on Vlad TV. And it's the interview is the most thorough piece of media in terms of interviews that we have of these people like Shaka Khan. Whether good or bad, I just want you to think about, what does it mean to be a part of hip hop culture? Because whether you think Vlad is good or bad, he certainly participates in hip hop culture and he's contributed to it. Things that we hold dear, whether it's an interview, whether it's a mixtape he done, whether it's a DVD, things that have happened. There are things that Vlad has been a part of that are purely hip hop that we hold dear. And I think a big issue of it is people are sensitive to non-black people and participating in black arts, which I can understand historically, why people have those reasons. But keep in mind also, there are black people in hip hop culture who really don't do anything positive. They're either in the street life, they're either in the gang life, they're glorifying stuff that doesn't need to be glorified. So if you say, well, what he does is negative, what about those people? What they do is negative also. So are they a part of the culture? I didn't have probably the first video on YouTube saying, is DJ Vlad a culture vulture? This is 2016. And just now, in this video, I'm not calling him a culture vulture. I'm just asking y'all, based on what these people said, what do y'all think? I think it's just more beneficial to move these cultural conversations forward. We're stuck on the witch hunt phase, excluding people, and when we're talking about culture, people are going to be excluded. But it just seems like a weaponized term. I kind of just want to further this conversation. So this is my contribution to that. Let me know what y'all think in the comments. Be sure to subscribe if you have not already. Top5rapwebsite.com. Peace.